Environment Protection Act 1986. The word environment is derived from the French word environ, which means surrounding. Our surroundings includes biotic factors like human beings, plants, animals, microbes, etc., and abiotic factors such as light, air, water, soil, etc. Environment is a complex of many variables which surrounds man as well as the living organism. Environment includes water, air, land, the interrelationships which exists among and between the water, air, land, human beings and other living creatures such as plants, animals and microorganisms. Historical backgrounds. Deterioration in environmental quality increases pollution, loss of vegetation, excessive concentration of harmful chemicals, poisonous gases in atmosphere, growing risk of environmental accidents. World community. The decision taken at UN Conference on Human Environment at Stockholm in January 1972. UN Conference on Human Environment held from 5th to 16th June 1972. It is also a Stockholm Declaration. Stockholm Declaration. 7 universal truths are stated. In Stockholm Declaration, there are 7 universal truths are stated. Government of India participated in that declaration. Government of India introduced Article 48A and 51A. Articles gives us the way how we support environment under its quality. 48A telling about what is the state and central government taking the initiative in protects the environment. 51A telling that what is the fundamental right of a person being the citizen, what is his right to protecting environment and living organism which he surrounded. India is the first country among the world to bring out some legislative and constitutional things to protect the environment. On 29th February 1980, Government of India established N.D. Tiwari Committee. They are able to discuss about that way, what are all pollutions are happening, what are the prevention and abatement strategies are there, and how can we bring the certain provisions to protect the environment. On 15th September 1980, report has been submitted by N.D. Tiwari Committee, and the next thing is here the Environment Protection Act also can considered as one of the umbrella legislation. There were certain specific act terms or Water Act, it might be Air Act, specific Forest Life Act. Like this, there are a number of acts were already existing, but here it was especially concentrating on water, air, forest life, but it is all are of the part of environments only. So they did the umbrella legislation. Umbrella legislation coordinating all the activities under central and as well as the state authorities. They took the initiation on and brought out the provisions to safeguard the environment. So this umbrella legislation they framed. coordinate the activities of central and state authorities. The Environment Protection Act 1986 was passed to provide for protection and improvement in the environment quality. Scope of this act: it extends to the whole of India. Objectives of Environmental Protection Act: to implement the decision made in United Nations Conference on Human Environment to protect the forest and wildlife in the country, to improve the quality of the life by protection of environment, to coordinate the activities of various regulatory agencies, to appoint environmental officer to check environmental pollution, establishing environmental laboratories. Section 2 of the Act defines certain terms. First one, environment. Under Section 2, subsection of A, environment includes all air, water, or any living organism it is surrounding us, and the relationship between air, water, and the other living organism and microorganism, the properties which is been there. Environment is been having the four components. The one is lithosphere, the next one is hydrosphere, and the next one is atmosphere, and the other one is biosphere. The lithosphere consists of soil and rocks. The hydrosphere consists water masses. Atmosphere consists of gases. Commonly we found oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and even biosphere. Biosphere consists of whether the living organism are found, whether the land we consider. Number B, second one. Environment pollutant. According to section 2 of subsection B, environment pollutant means any solid, liquid, or gaseous substance present in such concentration may be or tend to be injurious to environment. Next one, environment pollution. Section 2 of subsection C, environmental pollution means the presence in the environment of any environmental pollutant. Handling. In relation to any substance means the manufacture, processing, treatment, packaging, storage, transportation, user, collection, destruction, conversion, offering for sale, transfer, or the like of such substances. Next, hazardous substances. Hazardous substances, according to section 2 of subsection E, means any substance or preparation which by reason of its chemical or physic-chemical properties or handling is liable to cause harm to human beings, other living creatures, plants, microorganism, property, or environment. Next one, occupier. Occupier, section 2 of subsection F, occupier in relation to any factory or premises means a person who has control over living the affair of the factory or the premises and includes the relation to any substance, the person in possession of this the substance. Types of pollution. We have air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution, thermal pollution, and the last one is radioactive pollution. Air pollution means the contamination of atmosphere. The contamination of atmosphere is called as air pollution. Environment consists of four components. The first one is atmosphere. In the atmosphere we have some air in gases form, those gases in natural form which would find the oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen. Apart from that, due to industrialization as well as the some ways of industrial processing, it might be vehicle exhaust, fertilizer plants, it might be forest fire, it might be due to all these reasons the contamination of air pollution is happening. So air pollution caused due to air pollution, acid rains, crop depletion might happen due to the living system no supported. Water pollution also such as contamination of water mass. It might be because of the how it is occur, means the ocean, rivers, lakes, it may be reservoirs, just spread all over the ways of people, those who are living due to water pollution, the way of sanitization, quality and purity putting down. When the quality and purity putting down, it is not liable to drink such water. Water pollution also may affect the living system as well as the organism. Next, soil pollution. Soil need some fertilization. So one such fertilization it is been decreasing due to the use of improper way of disposals, littering of wastages. It might be improper ways of inorganic fertilizers usage in land which make the land to lose the fertilization. It is not like that, quite supporting towards the fertilization or cultivation of the crops. Noise pollution. Noise pollution is nothing but it is the undesirable sound. Noise pollution is a undesirable sound which is being created in the environment which affect living system in the way. The noise pollution will affect the standard of living and also increase the standard of living people. The source of noise pollution are might be traffic sounds of vehicle, it might be rail, road or airport. Thermal pollution, undesirable or any such ways of excessive heat which is being created in the environment which leads because environment has natural thermal cycle. When the excessive thermal way of heat produced in the air automatically loses the ways of natural cycle. So the thermal pollution also affect the environment. This is happened because of like humidity, more or the heat is more due to the industrialization process in the organization. Due to commercial development, urbanization, the thermal pollutant are happening. Radioactive pollutions. The radioactive pollutions are one such pollutions which is quite rare in a way, but it is very detrimental and dangerous and deadly in the way effect in the long term. The radioactive pollutions it is being caused the sources depletion of nuclear plants, it might be disposal of nuclear wastage. All these will affect the ways of pollution which results the radioactive pollutions. Government has to taken certain initiations. Government has taken certain initiations in regulating certain protections of environment. The general powers of the central governments are coordination of actions by the state government, planning and execution of national wide programs, laying down standards for the quality of environment, laying down standards for emissions or discharge of environment pollutants, restriction of areas in which any industry operations shall be carried out, laying down the procedures and safeguards for handling hazardous substances, examination of manufacturing process, materials and substances, and next inspection, Establishment of environmental laboratories, collection and dissemination of information. Next, preparation of manuals and guidelines relating to prevention and control and abatement of environmental pollutions. Role of central government to prevent and control the environment. Section 7 shows about the persons carrying out industrial operations not to allow emissions discharge in excess. Section 8, as per section 8, it says about the persons handling hazardous substances to comply with the procedure safeguards. Section 9, furnishing of all information to authorities. Section 10, powers of entry and inspection. Section 11, power to take sample. Section 12, environmental laboratories. Section 13, government analysts. Section 14, reports of government analysts. Section 15, penalty for contravention of provision of Act. For example, if it fails, Section 15 subsection A applies. The fails to comply or contravene or comply. Imprisonment up to 5 years, fine up to 1 lakh rupee if he not paid within the prescribed period of time, then rupees 5,000 additional fine for every day. Next one, according to section 15b, failure or contravention continues beyond the period of 1 year, punishment imprisonment up to 7 years and also fine.